So then boyfriend here says he can get us tickets for Saturday, but we have to fly coach. Coach!
Where is your sense of adventure?
I already said yes to an eye. That's at the Reno of Hawaii.
I can take you anywhere you want to go, Carly. First class. With what? All that money from your busy music studio, James? It's a rehearsal space. Besides, okay, money isn't an issue.
Mr. Dent, this card was also declined. Do you have any other cards?
What are you talking about, Randall?
This is a $1,200 bill, sir. And I took the liberty of adding the gratuity this time.
You know I'm good for it.
I know you left the keys to your Cayenne with the valet, and we will take good care of it until you can settle your bill.
Like hell you will.
Or we could just call your mother.
How does Lanai sound to you now?
I have a delivery for Mrs. Dent.
Thank you. I'll be sure she gets them. Here you are.
Those are beautiful. Where are they from?
Maryland. Horticultural Society.
Oh, she always sends such beautiful flowers. Never visits, but sends beautiful flowers.
Well, it's the thought, right?
Sure, I'll go with that.
It's time for your pills.
Lunchtime. Must be the Reds for pain management.
Close. Pinks. For blood pressure.
You know, you'd save yourself a lot of time if you just let me take them all at once.
Well, it's my time to waste. Besides, if you take them simultaneously, it negates their effectiveness.
What would I do without you, Peter?
Hey,
Hi.
I could have given you a lift.
That's out of your way.
No, really. We're all good. Will you call me next time?
Sure.
You know my cell phone number?
I have no idea.
What do we got?
Victim's James Dent, 23. Found him handcuffed to a chair, a belt around his neck.
Possible strangulation.
We don't know what it is. Paramedics have been working to stabilize him for 40 minutes. They aren't optimistic.
All right, you go with the ambulance calls if there's any change in his condition. How do you not know my phone number?
You don't mind?
No, I do not, but it's in my phone. It's in my contacts.
Yours is in my phone.
Hey, rough night?
Yeah, it looks like Mr. Dent forgot his safe word.
Pretty sure she was talking about you, sir.
Oh, no, Mary and I don't do
Oh,
this.
yeah, that's too much information. When's the last time you slept?
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, why don't you talk us through this?
Well, 911 received a call from James Dent's cell phone at around 11 p.m. It looked to the first responders like an autoerotic asphyxiation gone wrong.
Okay, well, those are usually accidents, so why are we here?
Placement of the body. Middle of the room. Nowhere to anchor the belt, so the road inspector suspects foul play.
Ah, that's why we're here.
Okay, what do you think?
The assortment of toys.
The toys.
Sexual accessories.
No, we understand, Lucas.
Okay, well, it would suggest that this kind of activity is common for the victim.
Have photos been taken?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, these guys don't generally put themselves in positions of danger without an escape plan. Or so I've heard. Like quick-release handcuffs, which these are not.
Well, his hands and feet were cuffed to the chair.
Somebody else was here.
Yeah. Where'd they go?
The doors were unlocked when the paramedics arrived. Mr. Dent's wallet sitting here on the table. His cell phone was right near his body on the floor. And it doesn't appear that anything's been stolen.
You know what else I'm not seeing?
Yeah. How about any other indications that Mr. Dent was into the BDSM lifestyle?
It's supposed to be some kind of rehearsal space. I mean, it's possible that he just kept those interests hidden.
Yeah, or the guests brought the toys.
Let's check out his laptop, see what else he was into. Speaking of which, when I die, I want you to erase my search history, please, okay, before anyone sees it.
Go on.
Okay, so James Dent invites a guest over. He or she shows up, ties him up. I do not know what that is. He passes out. The guest runs out of here, panics. What do you think? Flynn? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, thanks. We gotta head to the hospital. We'll see you later. Do you know what that is?
I do.
James Dent. He was declared brain dead upon arrival.
We're still trying to determine if it was a homicide or an accident.
What was the incident exactly?
Bondage scene.
It's consistent with the bruising around his neck, some kind of belt. Zero brain function on the monitor. I'd say asphyxiation caused the brain death. Initial tox screen came up clean.
No drugs?
Or alcohol. Depressants tend to numb the adrenaline rush one gets from being tied up. Or so I've heard.
We think he managed to pull a hand free from the cuffs to call 911 before he passed out.
Normally I'd say anything's possible, but that isn't.
Why not?
The cuffs were on tight enough to cause bruising, so if he tried to pull a hand out, there'd be cuts, abrasions, or missing skin.
Maybe his guest made the call.
Well, those are some heavy bags.
Oh, my eyes. Yeah, long nights.
Long nights or sleepless ones.
Both, but you don't want to hear about it.
Oh, I don't?
I'm sorry, I gotta head back to the station.
Yeah, I gotta go too. I gotta canvass the neighborhood.
You still use your birthday for your passcode?
Peter. Hi.
Hey. Let me guess. Use it for your debit card as well?
No. Maybe. Yes, shut up. How are you?
I'm good. Good.
What are you doing here so late?
Oh, just checking in on a patient.
Oh, you really came back for the tofu loaf in the caf, didn't you? You don't get that in home care nursing?
No, home care nurses get real meatloaf.
You should come by more often. I miss you. Damn. They need me in pediatrics. I'll call you, okay?
Sure.
No visitors yet.
I'll come back.
Just check in with the nurse's station. They'll let you know when a good time is.
Man it out for the day, Olivia. Unless you need anything.
I can't find my locket. It's the antique one. Have you seen it?
I'm sure it'll turn up. What's all this?
Well, I'm just trying to get everything in one place. The valuables, the paperwork, just so that it's easier.
Hey, easy, easy. Remember what I told you about stress? Sit. This can wait.
Well, that's the problem. I'm not sure it can. I just never thought I would be planning my own funeral.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Well, who said you're in it alone? I'll tell you what. Why don't we take it one step at a time? One step is easy, right?
Well, you finished your shift. I can't ask you to stay.
I want to help.
No, Peter, you get me through every day. Here's for your time.
No, please, no. We'll call it Home Care Plus. So, what is most important to you?
My husband and I worked very hard for what we have. I just want to make sure it goes where it should.
Let's start with your will.
Thank you.
I'm being attacked. I need medical help. Please hurry.
If you attack someone, would you call 911 and pretend to be your victim?
You got James Dent's cell?
What up, suckers? Digits, deets at the beep.
What do you think, same or different?
It's hard to say given the neck injury sustained. Thanks. We got the mom's address.
Oh, good.
I'll have the lab compare the voices.
Yeah.
Hey, Mary, it's me. Just give me a call when you get this.
James knows a lot of people. I'm not sure I'd call them friends.
You didn't approve of his lifestyle?
In all honesty, I don't know what his lifestyle is anymore.
How long were you estranged?
Since his father died. When James was younger, we spoiled him. After his father's funeral, I realized just how unequipped James was to deal with the real world.
And that's when you try to change things.
It didn't go over very well.
But doesn't James own the rehearsal space?
I own a rehearsal space. I thought I was making things better, but I only made them worse.
That sounds like you were just trying to help.
If you don't mind, I'd really like to go see my son now.
Of course. Is there somebody we can call for you?
My nurse, Peter. James, they're beautiful. You shouldn't have spent your money on these. How's the studio?
You know, startup costs, equipment rentals. It's not as cheap as I thought it would be.
That place was supposed to be a business, James.
New businesses usually take 5 years to turn a profit.
I hope you're not using it as a clubhouse.
Everyone has overhead. I mean, all I need is like a couple $1,000.
No, no more. You're an adult now.
You have more than enough money.
No, James. I won't be around forever. You need to learn how to be self-sufficient.
What is this?
I'm just getting my things in order.
What does that even mean?
I don't have too much time. And I want to make sure everything is properly organized.
So voice analysis of the 911 call on James Dent's cell phone came back 2 separate people.
So James Dent was not alone last night.
No, but there's nothing on his computer indicates that he had a bondage fetish.
Maybe he likes pornography the old-fashioned way.
True, but we didn't find any in his studio.
According to forensics, the toys have never been used.
Fake bondage, fake phone call. James Dent's attacker staged the whole scene.
A stage scene makes sense. I mean, judging from the bruising around his neck, he was strangled more than once.
You gotta hold on at least 40 seconds if you really want to strangle someone, right?
I love the way you pay attention.
Thank you. So his attacker may not know that his heart is still beating.
That's right.
What just happened?
No, it's been doing that since he came in. I mean, he may just have a faulty heart or an arrhythmia.
Yeah, so right now the only thing keeping him alive are these machines.
Why autoerotic asphyxiation? I mean, there's other ways to stage a murder that are easier.
Yeah. You know, even if our suspect didn't kill James, the staging itself has meaning.
Yeah, it's a lot of humiliation.
It's a lot of hate.
Flynn, Sung has a lead. Okay, trace the license plate and get us a name. Thanks.
Oh, snuck up on me there.
I know she went to our lawyer and changed the will. She's making a lot of changes recently, since you started taking care of her, in fact.
What are you implying?
I'm not implying anything. I know what you're really after.
I'm a nurse.
You're a thief.
You have no idea how good you've got it.
Sure I do. And that's why your little scam isn't gonna work. My family, my money. I'm on to you.
Okay. So, Ken, there was a report filed. One of James's neighbors saw you in your car. She thought you looked suspicious enough to take down your license plate number.
Me?
Yeah, explain to us why you're not suspicious.
Because I wasn't waiting for James.
No? Who are you waiting for?
Carly, my girlfriend. James left her voicemail on Carly's phone. He invited her over.
You thought they were hooking up?
Well, that's what I wanted to find out. I mean, she said she wasn't interested, but James can be very, very persistent, so I waited at his place for her.
Okay. How long were you there?
Until she texted me, about 10 p.m.
She never showed up?
No. So I left.
You see anyone go in or out of James's place?
No. Can I go?
Take it easy. We need you to read this.
Out loud.
I'm being attacked.
Try it again.
I'm being attacked. I need medical help. Please, hurry.
Thank you for coming to get me.
Of course. It's the least I can do.
Oh, James. Oh, that fighting, I was so stupid.
When Mrs. Dent has a moment, the doctor needs to speak with her about her son.
Voice analysis of Ken Shand and the 911 call.
No match.
How about Ken's girlfriend?
Carly Morgan. Phone record shows that James did call her the day he was attacked.
Oh, that confirms Ken's story about the voice message.
So why didn't she show?
Because I figured James was lying.
Lying about what?
He said someone was trying to steal his identity and he wanted my advice, but I figured it was just another one of his tedious attempts to get me alone.
Okay. So Ken had no reason to suspect that you were cheating on him?
James? No.
Is it possible that James really did need your help?
I guess.
Do you have experience with identity theft?
It's happened to me like twice. I leave my purse somewhere and all of a sudden I'm signed up for 5 credit cards.
So James's credit card got stolen?
They swiped his whole wallet. And then he got a letter from the DMV saying his order for a duplicate driver's license was being processed.
Mr. Dent reported his credit card stolen 3 weeks ago. The banks declined to send replacements because of the outstanding balances.
Any attempted charges after they were reported stolen?
No, because Mr. Dent maxed out his cards a few months ago.
And what about applications for new credit cards under his name?
If there were any, they would have been declined. His credit rating is very bad. Low 300s.
Oh, wow.
That's not so bad.
That's pretty bad.
You know, I don't get... Why steal his identity and then ignore the credit cards, but register for a new driver's license?
Because he's not after the money.
So what's he after?
Here's the digital copy of the duplicate driver's license.
And that duplicate was sent to James?
Yes.
How was it ordered?
Online. DMV said it was ordered by a James Dent 366@gmail.com, but here's the thing. James Dent didn't create that email account.
What is this person up to?
Zombies, I'm gonna run you over! Marked! Move!
The doctor told me those machines are the only thing keeping him alive.
I know. I'm sorry.
They asked me if I wanted to turn them off. I can't kill my own son.
Olivia, he's already gone. You think about all the lives he could save.
A mother should never outlive her own child.
Not your medication.
I already took those.
No, you didn't. Come on. Regulates your blood pressure.
Peter.
It makes you feel better.
Stop! If you'll excuse me, I would like to be alone for a while.
Of course. I'm being attacked. I need medical help. Please hurry.
talk. That's why I called earlier.
Ready?
Well, I can talk now.
Lucas, let's go.
Hun, I'm sorry, but what happened?
James Dent is dead.
Someone went back to finish the job.
Thank you.
Hey, where are you taking the body?
Surgery, preparation for transplant. With James's rare blood type, his organs are going to save a lot of people. You check the IV. Someone spiked him. It's the murder weapon.
What am I looking for?
Bingo, right here.
Need this rush to forensics. I want to know what killed him.
I'm on it.
Who has access to the ICU?
Only staff members with key codes.
What about family members and visitors? How do they get in?
I escort them in.
Who have you escorted in recently?
Just the patient's mother, Olivia Dent. Oh, and Peter, her home care nurse. He used to work here.
Is Peter's code still active?
No.
Is there a record of the key code entries into ICU?
Yeah.
Olivia?
It's James. I have to go upstairs.
Of course. Here, let me.
Thank you. I'm sorry about earlier.
Not another word.
He's sorted by time of day. This is my key code here.
Okay, let's start an hour before the murder. Who are Singh and Patterson?
Mr. Dent's attending physicians.
And Ailing and Malley?
2 of my floor nurses. And that's when I admitted Mr. Dent's mother and Peter.
Well, that leaves us this last code here. Who's Ambreen?
It belongs to Dr. Gita Ambreen.
Is that another one of James's physicians?
Actually, no. She's in pediatrics. I can't think why she would need to access the ICU.
I didn't.
Well, your key code was logged in at 4:05 p.m. today.
And I'm saying I wasn't in ICU today. What's going on?
A patient was murdered.
Murdered? You're kidding.
James Dent was the victim. Did you know him?
No?
Now, your key code was the last one to access that unit before the murder.
Oh my God, you think I did something?
Well, we want to know if you saw anything suspicious or anyone hanging around.
But I wasn't there. I was here in pediatrics all afternoon.
Do you have any witnesses who can support your statement?
At least a dozen.
Anyone else know your code?
No.
Think about it carefully, please.
No, I'm sure nobody.
Okay. Well, if you think of anything else, please contact us.
Thanks very much.
Forensics found potassium chloride in the broken syringe.
Oh, they use that for lethal injections, don't they?
Yeah, 10 cc's of that stuff can stop a heart dead.
300 grams. That's well within the normal weight limits. See, what we have here is a seemingly healthy heart with no history of any cardiac problems.
I sense a butt coming.
But do you remember the arrhythmia I kept showing us in ICU? Well, that made me curious. So I checked this chest and I found a gel-like substance on his skin.
Personal lubricant?
Oh, it fits with the staged S&MC.
Well, that's what I thought at first, but it's a conduction gel for use with a defibrillator. And there are signs that this heart has been zapped multiple times.
Did the paramedics do that?
I checked. The paramedics did not defibrillate the patient.
So James has been strangled several times and then defibrillated several times?
That sounds like torture.
Yeah, and James's attacker would have needed medical knowledge in order to zap him that many times without killing him.
So why keep him alive if you're just going to kill him later?
Well, why kill him at all? He's brain dead.
Yeah.
Peter? Hey,
Oh, hey.
why are you here?
Oh, there was a complication with my patient's son, so I thought I'd wait it out down here.
Did you hear? There was a murder.
Yeah, I did. It's unbelievable.
The police just questioned me.
You? Why?
My key code was used to access the ICU right before the murder. You didn't use it, did you?
Yeah, I did. My patient forgot her purse in the ICU, and there were no nurses at the station. I was in and out.
Peter, this is serious. I told the police no one else knows it.
I wasn't thinking.
I don't want to get into trouble.
Why would Dr. Ambreen lie about someone knowing her code?
Because she's guilty or protecting someone.
A colleague?
Or a civilian. 2 visitors were admitted to ICU before the murder. We had Olivia Dent, the victim's mother.
Peter Ward.
A home care nurse.
Right. He's not hospital staff, but he's got medical knowledge.
Yeah. Excuse me. Can you describe Peter Ward for us?
I can do better than that.
Okay, please.
I think I'm coming down with something.
You're fine.
I don't like hospitals.
Excuse me, detective?
Yeah.
This is the old employee ID.
Wow, look at this. Peter Ward, a colleague and a civilian. Hey.
Oh, detectives.
Peter, thanks for meeting us. We're lucky that you're here.
Yeah, my patient's still in the hospital.
Yeah, so Olivia Dent. You know that was her son that was murdered?
I heard.
Were you in the intensive care unit today?
Yes, I was. With Olivia. She was pretty upset about her son, so I wanted to lend what support I could. Olivia's pretty frail. You know, first the attack and then this. It's hit her pretty hard.
You take quite a personal interest in your patients.
Well, sometimes my clients, they see me as part of the family.
Well, of course they would.
Did you notice anyone suspicious hanging around the ICU?
No, I didn't see anything.
Well, that's a shame. You used to be a nurse here, right?
Yeah. But the shifts are crazy, and I wanted more of a personal connection with the patients. So, I went into home nursing.
While you were here, did you ever work with a Dr. Gita Embry?
Yeah, we might have shared a few shifts, sure.
Where were you last night?
At a movie.
You have anyone who could vouch for you?
Nope. But I have the receipt.
Buy a movie ticket, duck out. It's a one-man alibi with buttery popcorn.
So if the nurse our guy, then what's his angle? Money?
Olivia Dent is a wealthy woman, and she's currently in poor health.
So he cozies up to the rich patient, son figures out what he's doing, nurse shuts him up.
Yeah, but why go to so much trouble?
Peter's a medical professional. I mean, he could have killed James earlier with the potassium chloride.
Okay, then, so Peter's with Olivia every day. He sees the strain that the relationship with James is having on her health. Maybe he's trying to teach him a lesson and things go south.
The longer James holds on, the more paranoid Peter gets. Decides he's got to silence him once and for all.
Yeah, but James is already brain dead. The chances of him talking are minimal.
You take that chance, though.
I guess it depends on what he has to say.
Or it is just about the money.
Let's find out.
Hey, Lucas. Hey, I was just about to call you.
I want you to track down Olivia Dent and ask her some questions about her faithful nurse.
Well, that's what I was going to call you about. Olivia Dent's going into surgery.
For what?
They won't say. But do you want me to ask Peter?
No. Just keep eyes on him. Olivia Dent just went into surgery.
What?
She goes into surgery the same day her son dies. Maybe the stress was too much for her.
What do we know about Olivia's condition?
Look, without a search warrant to check those records, nothing.
Well, then I guess we need a search warrant to check those records. You think Samantha will help us?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was fast.
You needed a favor? At some point, I might need one in return.
Huh. Something tells me you already have one in mind.
I want to call you as a character witness for Mark Cross.
You do? I'm not the person you want for that.
Mark told me you'd say that.
Did he?
Look, I know all about you, too.
You do?
Affairs happen between colleagues, especially in our line of work.
Well, it was a long time ago.
So that shouldn't be a problem. I have 70 separate convictions, all hinging on Mark's testimony.
There's a lot of weight.
The defense will go after his character and try to discredit his testimony. I need a counter. I need you.
I'm really busy, and this case it's a big case. Can I get back to you on that? Thanks.
Autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease. Oh, that poor woman.
How bad is that?
She's terminal, and 50% of people with this disease experience kidney failure.
On what side of the coin is Olivia on?
The wrong side.
You said her son had a rare blood type, didn't you?
He did.
Does Olivia have the same?
Yep.
Where is she on the transplant list?
Well, there are several factors besides compatibility. There are patients' viabilities to survive the transplant, the proximity to the organ, age, severity of their condition.
Olivia Dent ticks all of those boxes.
She does. I'd put her first in line. Any doctor would.
That's why Peter waited to kill James at the hospital. It's all about geography.
Partner.
Two driver's license. They look identical.
I'm guessing they're not?
You see if you can spot the difference. Go ahead.
Okay. Someone knows something. He's a donor in this one.
Bingo. Peter Ward, 29, single, quit his job 6 months ago at the hospital. He's had a couple articles published in the medical journals.
Well, that's pretty good for someone so young. What were the articles about?
Organ transplant from the perspective of a patient.
You're kidding me.
No.
Peter Ward was a transplant recipient?
Yep, and apparently he has the same rare blood type as James and Olivia.
Whatever you guys want to talk to me about, can it wait? Olivia's just out of surgery.
Yeah, we've heard. She's lucky. Please take a seat, Peter.
Yeah, well, genetically speaking, her son's a perfect match, so she should be fine.
Not everybody gets a second chance, so do they. But you know all about that.
We learned a lot from your articles.
We know you have the same condition as Olivia. PKD.
It destroys the kidneys. The only way to survive it is a transplant, and the disease is hereditary.
Olivia Dent's your mother. You worked so hard to save her.
You're strangling James, trying to jumpstart his heart. You were trying to cause brain death.
How long have you known she's your mother?
In all honesty, I think I knew the minute I met her. Degenerative polycystic kidney disease. I'm familiar with it. I did a month in the renal ward.
And I'm AB negative. Here's to being special.
Hey, never say never. Stranger things have happened. Have you had any other surgeries in the past?
A C-section.
C-section. That was with your son, James?
No, I had another. He was given up for adoption.
I spent my whole life looking for my mother. There she was. Right in front of me with a few months to live.
But you knew how to save her.
I would have given her one of my own kidneys if I could. I would have solved everything.
But you couldn't.
And there was James, your half-brother, healthy.
He wasn't my brother. Wow. Cool place.
Can I help you?
I'm Peter Ward.
Okay, so...
I'm your mother's nurse. Just started.
What do you want?
I want to talk to you about her situation.
What about it? Did it get worse?
Look, I know that you guys aren't on the best of terms, but she's up against some very stiff odds here. You may be her only match. Hey, it's a really simple operation. It's not even life-threatening to you, but to
She
her...
cuts me off, I cut her off.
She's your mother.
Exactly. Mine. Not yours. Get out.
Yeah. The only thing that James and I had in common was Olivia, and he didn't want her.
So you killed him.
Just to save her?
All right, look. I'll confess to everything, but please don't tell her.
She's gonna find out eventually, Peter.
I know. I know. Just want to make sure she's strong enough.
It's time to go, Peter.
Wait, there's something in my pocket for her. You sure she gets that?
You've reached Brian and Mary Lucas. Please leave a message after the beep. Hey, heading home?
Yeah, long day. You?
Yeah, the longest. I think I could use a drink. You in?
Brian, are you okay?
I'm just tired. I've been sleeping on my friend's couch. Home and work just don't see eye to eye right now.
Yeah, beer sounds great. You should answer that.
Yeah. Hey, Mary. I'm glad you called me back. Yeah. Me too.
Mark! Get in. So Samantha asked me to be a character witness for you.
Yeah, look, that was Samantha's call. I told her not to ask you.
The Dyer shooting's gonna come up in cross-examination. You know that, right?
And you can walk them through it, just like we did 10 years ago.
I don't want to do that. I've worked too hard to get to where I am now.
Look, I don't want to do this either. But I think we both understand what's at stake here.
Yeah, I know what's at stake, and I don't want to lie anymore.
What choice do we have? I'm sorry, Edge.